Hello, everybody. I'm speaking to you from the dark of the moon. So I want you to know that no matter how laid back or cool you are normally, or think you are, nobody is immune to the intensity of rapid change that will be taking place from now on. You don't have to be a Scorpio to feel it. There are emotional rushes and scandalous crashes, and there is an urgency now to move ahead despite any obstacles. Thanks to Mars and Pluto in Capricorn, we all feel the need to move forward. But the moon is still dark this week. So in order to advance, you have to remain true to your spiritual and moral self, despite the primal urges to survive and get what you need. Jupiter is rising before sunrise, for everybody. And in Libra besides, for everybody, all signs. And that is always a blessing. It's easy to forget that you need to cool your jets and think before acting out when you are freaking out over love, money, health, work, or you've been on some high wire bender and scaring everybody half to death. Funny thing is, you do sense the werewolf within you stirring. But the moon is still dark. Jupiter does rise before the sun for everybody now in the morning. And it can protect you from yourself as it comes up on the eastern horizon before daybreak. Now, I know this probably sounds a little woo-woo, but I would suggest waking up before sunrise. Not hysterical, but full of wonder and faith in the coming day, according to the universe's plans. You don't want to wake up with blood in your eye and fire in your heart. Not with Jupiter and Libra rising. It's always during the dark of the moon that the real magic happens anyway. Because even if you have put yourself in the most perilous of situations, a friend or somebody, maybe a perfect stranger, will be nearby to extend a hand and remind you that by its very nature, some random events will restore your faith. When the moon is dark, as it is now, it's often hard to restrain yourself from acting on your guts, mainly because your gut is so often right. It's so hard sometimes in the dark of the moon to see ahead. Well, mainly because you're not supposed to right now. You're supposed to continue doing what you are doing one step at a time and prepare to go into high gear as we move toward November, which is promising to be a doozy of a month. It's a perfect time now to rise before dawn and meditate on the symbols of compassion and connectedness. Doing so will help you prepare for a calmer and more productive day. I promise this. And you need that now. We all do, mainly because of the loaded, high-charged energies that will demand action next month. As Jupiter rises before dawn in the sign of Libra, it provides you, whether you're a Scorpio or not, with an inner understanding to keep your rash side and temper in check and have sensitivity to the plight of the other guy. It gives you perspective on the impermanence of all things. This really works. Mainly now, because like so many people, you know so much is hanging in the balance. Stakes are high and there's so much riding on your success. That's my message from the dark of the moon.